La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah.
Muhammadun Rasulullah, Muhammadun Rasulullah.
Alhamdulillah wa kafa. Assalamu ala ibadihi alladhina amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahim. Awaman kana maytan fa ahyaynahu wa ja'alna lahu nuran yamshi bihi fin nas. كمن مثله في الظلمات ليس بخارج منها. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. Every moment has two types of life. One is called physical life and the other one is called spiritual life. Physical life starts from the womb of the mother. That right after expectation, when 4 months time is passed, then soul is put in the body of the baby. So then this life starts until baby takes birth, he is alive, he is healthy. So this is our physical life. Our spiritual life is connected with our heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent 2 types of souls in this world, 2 types of ruh in this world. One ruh for the physical body. يسألونك عن الروح قل الروح من أمر ربي. So this ruh is for the physical body. Why this ruh? We are alive. We are having our life. But there is another ruh which is Quran, which is special blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it has been mentioned in Quran, وَكَذَلِكَ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ رُوحًا مِنْ أَمْرِنَا. So this ruh is basically for the heart of us. So when this ruh enters in our heart becomes alive. So then we have our spiritual life. So we have 2 types of eyes. One eye on the forehead, 2 eyes we can see worldly things, materialistic things with that. But there are 2 eyes of the heart. قال خالد بن ميغان, one of the Shaykh, he said, ما من عبد إلا القلب وقاعد. That every person has got 4 eyes. عينان في بدنه يبصر بهما عمل الدنيا. 2 eyes are in the forehead by which we can see the work of our world. وعينان في قلبه يبصر بهما عمل الآخرة. And 2 eyes are in the heart by which one can see the amal of the akhirah. فإذا أراد الله بعبد خيرا فتح عينيه اللتين في قلبه. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses some person, so He gives him the sight of the eyes of the heart. فيبصر بهما ما وعد بالغيب. So it means that every moment has got 4 eyes, 2 physical and 2 eyes of the heart. So physical eyes are normally working. We can see so many things, faces of our friends, our relatives. We can see other things. But what about the eyes of the heart? Have you ever got a chance to think about that? That our heart is blind or our heart's vision is working? So there is a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Ishviri farasat al-mu'min fa innahu yanzuru bi nurillah." That we are afraid of the wisdom of a mu'min because he can see with the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is special. So first one is called basara. This is the physical eye, vision of the physical eye. And the vision of the spiritual eye is called the seer. So nowadays, all of us have got basara, but should we think on it, whether we got basira or not? So topic of the day is basira. How important it is and how we should try to get it. Because with the vision of physical eyes, we can see materialistic things. But with the vision of the heart, we can see inside the material. That is something different. That goes in depth. Even you can see what is inside it. So with the vision of the eye, we can see things moving on the earth. But with the vision of the heart, maybe we can see the things moving on the earth. It's possible. With the vision of the eye, we can see the faces of the human beings. But with the vision of the heart, we can see the proper personality of the person, how he is from inside. When we get some cataract on our,
You have 1 minute remaining.
so our eyes don't see, they stop looking. Similarly, there can be and I worshipped in the nights and I kept fasting in the days. So 3 things he mentioned. Number 1, I made my heart unloving towards the worldly things. Then I kept awake in the night, worshipping my Lord. And number 3, that I spent my days fasting. Then وَكَأَنِّي أَنْظُرُ إِلَىٰ عَرْشِ رَبِّي عَارِضًا. I got the vision that I could see the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala apparently with my eyes. Clearly with my eyes, I could see the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with that vision. فَكَأَنِّي أَنْظُرُ إِلَىٰ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ يَتَزَاوَرُونَ فِيهَا. And I could see the people in the paradise that they are meeting with each other. وَكَأَنِّي وَإِلَىٰ أَهْلِ النَّارِ يَتَعَاوُونَ فِيهَا. And I could see those people who are in the hell are barking like the dogs. So I could see, he mentioned 3 things. Number one, I could see the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I could see the people in the paradise, and I could see the people in the hell that they are barking like dogs. فقال عليه الصلاة والسلام عرفت فأنت. Yes, you are right. Now you should be steadfast on this. Now who witnessed it? Who stamped it? The Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar Kabira. It's not something small. It's something very big. That he claimed that I have this iman, and then he gave the proof, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam then he stamped it that yes, you got this iman, be steadfast on this iman. Summa qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now these words are subhanallah strange. That Rasulullah made another statement. He said, Man sarrahu an yanzura ila rajulin نور الله الإيمان في قلبه فلينظر إلى هذا. Whoever wants to get the pleasure of looking towards a person whose heart is filled with iman, he should look at the face of Allah. This is the wisdom of the heart. This is the eyesight of the heart, which we have never experienced. We even don't know about it. And it's so important. That's why there is a hadith, اتَّقُوا فِرَاسَةَ الْمُؤْمِنِ فَإِنَّهُ يَنْظُرُ بِنُورِ اللَّهِ. That he should be careful of the moment, because he can see with the noor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قال ابن قيم رحمة الله عليه said, إذا جلستم إلى أهل الصدق فجالسوهم بالصدق. That if you sit down in the company of truthful people, sit down with the truth in your heart. فإن الصديق لا تبطل فراسته. Because the person who is truthful, his system never makes any mistake. Then Ibn Asim Antaki rahmatullah alayhi, he said, إذا جلستم أهل الصدق فجالسوهم بالصدق. When you get the chance to sit down in the company of those who are truthful people, then you should sit with the truth in your heart, فَإِنَّهُمْ جَوَاسِيسُ الْقُلُوبِ. Because they are jasus of the heart. Subhanallah. يَدْخُلُونَ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ وَيَخْرُجُونَ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْسَبُونَ. Subhanallah. So they can see what is inside your heart. This is called the wisdom. Now, the question arises in the mind that if any one of us wants to get this wisdom, what we need to do? Shah Shuja Karmani rahmatullah alayhi, he made a statement that if you want to get this wisdom, you need to do, number one, man ghatla basalahu anil maharim. That the person who kept his eyes closed from the sin, from their mahram. This is number one. And if we check ourselves, maybe we even cannot say that we keep our eyes closed from their mahram. Even first point. So the first condition is the person who kept his eyes closed from the hair mahram, وَأَمْسَكَ نَفْسَهُ عَنِ الشَّهَوَاتِ. And he held his nafs, controlled his nafs by being in lustful actions. He controlled his nafs, and he never did any lustful actions. وَأَمَّرَ بَاطِنَهُ بِدَوَامِ الْمُرَاقِبَةِ. And then from his heart he is always remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَظَاهِرَهُ بِاتِّبَاعِ السُنَّةِ. And apparently, right from the hairs of the head up to the toes of the feet, he does everything according to the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And the fifth thing, وَتَعَوَّدَ أَكَلَ الْحَلَالِ. And then he says eat what's halal. So 5 things have been told. Number 1, to close his eyes from the hair mahram. Number 2, he controlled his lust from committing any lustful action. Then number 3, that he remembered Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from his heart all the time, every moment of his life. And number 4, that he acted upon the sunnah right from the hairs of the head up to those of the feet. And number 5, that he always ate what is halal. By doing these 5 things, you can get the firasat in your heart. Now these are doable things. We can't say that we cannot do it. We can do it. Although it is difficult, but it is achievable. In our world, worldly things, we do so many things which are really difficult. We take the difficult project. We make commitment for the difficult project because we feel we should do it. Can we make the commitment in this regard? Make the first commitment in our heart that right from now, I will never commit a sin with my eyes. I will never do any lustful things which is against Sharia. I will never forget my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Never do anything against the sunnah. And I will never eat anything which is not halal. So then we will do these 5 things. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us the noor of the firasat. Then in one of the hadiths, Rasulullah told that the symptom that someone has got this is إذا دخل النور في القلب انشرح وإن وانفتح فقلت ما علامة ذلك يا رسول الله. Rasulullah told one of the Sahaba that when the noor enters in the heart, then he gets sharh sadr. So the Sahabi asked that what is the proof of that? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al-inabatu ila dar al-qulub wa tajafi an dar al-ghurur." Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. He becomes unloving towards this worldly dunya, and his inclination is always towards the hereafter. وَتَأَخُّبُ لِلْمَوْتِ قَبْلَ نُزُولِ الْمَوْتِ. And before the death, he is always getting prepared for it. So if some person has these 3 symptoms, it means he has got the noor in his heart. Ibn Masud he narrated that in the human beings, in the Ummah, previous Ummah, and this Ummah, 4 people were there who had very good firasat. Who had very good firasat that never made a mistake. Number 1, Al-Aziz Yusuf حيث قال لامرأته أكرمي مثواه. One Aziz listened when he told his wife Zuleikha that please bring up this child and take care of him. So he understood what this child was going to achieve, the status of spiritual life. He understood, that's why he had the wisdom. And number 2, وَإِبْنَةُ شُعَيْبٍ حِينَ قَالَتْ لِأَبِيهَا فِي مُوسَى اسْتَأْجِرْهُ. And the daughter of Shaykh when she saw Musa and she made a recommendation to her father that if you want to have some person to work for you, so you can just have him. So she recognized the noor on the face of Rasulullah, of Musa. And number 3, Abu Bakr radiallahu fi Umar, حيث استخلفه. And Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq that when he nominated Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala that he is going to Amirul Mu'mineen after me, so he had such a wisdom that was really unparalleled. And number 4, Imra'atu Fir'aun, Hina qalat qurratu aynin li wa lak la taqtuluhu. And the wife of Fir'aun looked at Musa Islam when Musa Islam was a child, a baby, and she told his husband, you cannot kill him, either we will make him our own son and we will take care of him. So these 4 people had a wisdom which never made a mistake. Sayyidina Siddiq was had a very beautiful wisdom. One small example, that when it was last breath of Sayyidina Siddiq, he called Sayyidina Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anha, his daughter, the mother of the Ummah, al-Mu'mineen. And then he said, I am going to die, and after me, you have to divide all my inheritance in both of your sisters. So Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha, she was surprised. She said to her dad, I have one sister, Asma, and second sister, Iman. But you are telling me that divide the inheritance in 2 of your sisters. Who are 2? Then he said, you don't know what your mother is expecting, and I have seen with my farasat that I will have a daughter now. And when Siddiq he died, the daughter took birth, and Aisha Siddiq she divided the inheritance in 2 of the sisters. This is farasat. Allahu Akbar kabira. Ittaqu farasat al-mu'min, فَإِنَّهُ يَنْظُرُ بِنُورِهِ. And Sayyidina Umar he was Asrafullah, the best in the wisdom from all the people. And that's why Rasulullah said that in the previous Ummah, there had been people who had ilham in their heart. And in this Ummah, if there was a person, it was Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala. What was the Khilafat of Umar radiallahu ta'ala? Subhanallah. 18 times he gave a suggestion which was exactly according to the commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and after that Wahi was sent to Rasulullah. What a wisdom, what a mood he had in his heart. Now let me tell some story which Ibn Kathir rahmatullah alayh, he wrote in his book that once it was the time of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was Amir al-Mu'mineen. Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was sleeping in his house, and then he saw Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the dream. So Ali was very happy, because after so much time, he got the chance to see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in dream. So he saw that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to the Nabawi, and he led the Fajr prayer. And after making the Fajr prayer, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sat down facing towards the Musalli, to the people. After some time, one woman came inside the masjid, and she had a date in the fish, and she gave it to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please accept this hadiyah from me. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam accepted the hadiyah. Then he started eating, and he gave 2 dates to Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala. And Sayyidina Ali radiallahu, he ate those dates, and they were very delicious. And while he was eating and enjoying, he got it. So Ali was overjoyed. Number 1, he saw Rasulullah sallallahu in the dream. Number 2, he got the chance to make namaz fajr after Rasulullah sallallahu in dream. And number 3, he got to taste and he enjoyed and tasted these dates. So he was very happy. So he got up. It was almost Fajr time. So then he came to Masjid Nabi. Now, Ali Lano, he said that I was waiting for the Fajr namaz. Then Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he came from the same door to the masjid like Rasulullah in my dream. And then he led the prayer. And Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he recited the same two surah of Quran which Rasulullah recited in the dream. Same surah he recited. And after making the Fajr prayer, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala down on Musalla, facing toward the people. He said that, so strange, one woman came with a dish filled with the dates, and she presented it to Amir al-Mu'minin Umar radiallahu ta'ala. Now Umar Nano, he got it, and then he started eating the dates. And he took 2 dates and gave it to me. So I tasted the dates, they were really very tasty, and I enjoyed them. When I ate them, I wanted to get more. So then I looked toward the dates, Umar Nano, he smiled, and he said to my brother Ali, if Rasulullah had given you more dates in the dream, I would have given you more dates. This is the firasat, this is the noor of the heart, with which you can see those things which the common person cannot see. So this is firasat. Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala, he had also lot of firasat. One person, he came to sit down in the company of Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala, and in the way, he just looked towards some ghair mahram. But then he came and he sat down. When he sat down, then Rasulullah said, then Usman Ghani he said, فَقَالَ لَهُ Usman, يَدْخُلُ عَلَيَّ أَحَدَكُمْ وَالزِّنَا فِي عَيْنَيْهِ. That one of you, he came to sit down in my company, and zina is being reflected from his eyes. فَقَالَ, the person was amazed. أَوَحْيًا بَعْدَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ. Can he come after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? وَقَالَ لَا وَلَكِنْ فِرَاسَةٌ صَادِقَةٌ. Usman Ghani, no, it's not wahi, but it is the firasat, it is the noor, which is in the heart of a moment, and a moment can see so many things with this noor. So this is the wisdom. Not only the Sahaba, our Mashayikh, they had lot of firasat, because they used to make dhikr, they used to live a life of taqwa, and that's why they were given this too. وَمَنْ كَانَ مَيْتًا فَأَحْيَيْنَا. And the person who was dead, we made him alive. وَجَعَلْنَا لَهُ نُورٍ. And we gave him the noor, يَمْشِي بِهِ فِي النَّاسِ. With that noor, he goes and walks in between the people. So this is the noor of the heart. Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullah, he was a young person, and he was there to his maternal uncle, Sri Siddhi rahmatullah. So one day, Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullah came to Sri Siddhi rahmatullah. So Sri Siddhi rahmatullah advised him, why don't you start the Quran in the Jami Masjid of the city? He said, please, I don't have the capability, I cannot do it, so please accept my apology, I cannot do it. So Siddhi rahmatullah was silent. So Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullah came back to his home. But when he slept in the night, he saw a dream, and he saw Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the person ordered him, Junaid, when your maternal uncle told you, your Shaykh told you to make Dars Quran in the masjid, why you don't? Then he said, O Prophet I will do it. And then the thing was over. So in the morning, Junaid Baghdadi he got up. And then he came to Sri Siddhi rahmatullah just to inform him As he entered in the house and Sri Sikti Rahmatullah looked at his face, he said, yes, I know, because you have been ordered by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, now you will start with your secular. This is called trust. This is the news which a moment can get in his heart. And then Junaid Baghdadi started with the Quran. And in the first chapter of the Quran, there was a strange thing. What happened? One young man, he had a mama and a libas exactly according to his sunnah, with beard, with very brilliant face. He attended the Quran. And after attending the Quran, he came to Junaid Baghdadi and he asked that, Hazrat, I want to ask a question. Junaid Baghdadi said, okay, you ask me the question. He said, my question is, what are the meanings of this hadith? Ittaqu firasat al-mu'min fa-innahu yanzuru bi nurillah. Be fearful from the vision of the wisdom of the mu'min, because he can see with the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when he asked this question, Rahman looked at his face, then he said, its meanings are, you are Christian, you should become a Muslim. And the person started sweating. And he said, yes, I confirm that the Christians, they told me to come in front of you and ask this question. And when you will tell me the meaning, I will tell you that you do the Quran and you cannot recognize me, I am a Mu'min or I am a Christian. But now you have recognized me, so please give me the chance I want to make kalma on your head. So he will tell. This is Firasatul Mu'min. Allahu Akbar Kabira. Shaykh Ahmad Badwi Rahmatullah, one of the big Mashayikh of Naqshbandi in Egypt. So he was very famous at his time. So Ibn Daqiq al-Eid, he was the Qazi of that time. He sent Abdul Aziz Darimi that go and ask a question from the Shaykh so that we may know what is his Aqidah and what type of person he is. He sent Abdul Aziz Darimi and told him 10 questions. That go and ask these 10 questions. Then Abdul Aziz Darimi Rahmatullah, he just came in front of Sayyid Ahmad Badwi Rahmatullah. Sayyid Ahmad Badwi Rahmatullah told him, okay, let me tell you first the question, then the answer. So he told him 10 questions and then told him the answer of these questions. This is Rasa. This is the mood which we can get in our heart. Our Mashayikh, Subhanallah, one of the Mashayikh, Hazrat Mirza Sadar Jana Rahmatullah, one of the big Shaykh, Subhanallah, he wrote at one place that Allah has blessed me with the wisdom that I can see the whole earth as you can see a grain on your palm, on your hand. As you can see a grain, I can see the whole world with that vision. And he made a commitment that with that vision, I can say that I cannot find any person on this earth like Mirza Madar Jana Rahmatullah. Such a spiritual one of this person. Then one person brought a bunch of grapes and he presented it to Mirza Madar Jana Rahmatullah. Hazrat, please, this is hadiyah from me, please eat it. So Mirza Jana Rahmatullah, he took one grape and wanted to eat. But as he brought near his mouth, he put it back on the plate. The person asked, Hazrat, why you are not eating? He said that I am feeling the bad smell of the dead body from this grape. The person kept quiet. But then he thought that I purchased the grapes from a shop, fruit shop, so let me go and ask him. So he went to the shopkeeper and he said, I purchased these grapes from you. Where from you got it? He said, please. One person, he has the grape trees, garden. He comes to me time to time and he sells it to me and I take it from him. He said, give me the address. So the person gave him the address. When he went, he found that this person has grown the date plants in the graveyard. So because the grape plants were grown in the graveyard, so that's why Hazrat could smell the dead body smell from the grave. Hazrat Ahmad one of the big Shaykh, he said that once I was going to some place and I saw one of the awliya. And I said, Hazrat, who are you? Then he asked me, Ahmad Ali, can you tell me where I can see the human being? Strange question. Ahmad Ali, can you tell me where I can see the human beings? I said, Hazrat, this whole market is filled with the human beings. So he just put a glass on the people and he said, are they human beings? And with these words, such a feeling came in my heart that I could see that the whole market was filled with the animals. Dogs and donkeys and monkeys and like this. And very few human faces I could see. He said, when I recovered, I found that this person had gone. Then Ahmad he used to narrate this incident in his Quran, and he used to say that Malik to sabka ek, Malik to sabka ek, Malik ka koi ek. Malik to sabka ek, Malik ka हजारों में न मिलेगा, लाखों में तो देगा. You will not be able to find in thousands. Maybe you find it in hundreds and thousands of people. One person will be who will be the true slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise you won't be able to find the human being. So what sins we commit? So physically, we are human beings. But spiritually, our condition is like human beings or like animals. Ulaika kal anam. That's why Shaykh Rahmatullah he used to make Jummah prayer in Jami Masjid Delhi. And the rest of the days, he used to stay at his home because he was busy in his sahaba. So those people who used to make bath with Shaykh Rahmatullah, they were missing a lot and they wanted to have just a glimpse of the face of the Shaykh. They used to come and they used to stand on the side of the street. The Hazrat will come from his house and he will go to the masjid and we will have the chance to see the beautiful face of our Shaykh. Shaykh Abdul Aziz Rahmatullah, he used to then he started something that he used to cover his head and face with his sheet of cloth. People could not even see the face. So they were very surprised that, oh, we have been deprived. We cannot even see the face of the Shaykh. Then they told the Khadim of Hazrat, he was an old man, that please talk to Hazrat. It is only one day in the whole week. We get the chance to see your beautiful face. And when you come out, you cover your face. Please give us the chance to see your face. Then this Khadim, he said, Hazrat, it's very strange. People are waiting for the whole week. And when you come out, you cover your face. Why? Shaykh Abdul Aziz Rahmatullah, he put his that cover, the sheet of cloth on the head of that Khadim, and the Khadim saw that there were not human beings, there were animals in the market. Then Shah Abdul Aziz Rahmatullah told him, this is the reason I don't want to see the face of any person. Apparently they are human beings, but internally they are animals, because they are disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are doing things against the sunnah of the Prophet. Allahu Akbar. One of our Shaykh, Hazrat Khaja Muhammad Abdul Malik Siddiqui Rahmatullah, our grandfather's grand Shaykh, he had a lot of wisdom. I can quote maybe 100 incidents about him, but let me quote only 1-2 things. One story which was quoted by the son of my great Shaykh, Hazrat Murshid Alam Rahmatullah. His name was Sahibzada Abdul Rahman Qasimi Rahmatullah. A beautiful young man. Subhanallah. What a beautiful young man. Pious person. He told this story directly to me. He said that once my father, he went abroad for the work of tea. And I was responsible for the homework. One day I was sitting, and suddenly Hazrat Khaja Abdul Malik Siddiqui Rahmatullah, he came, he knocked the door. So when I came out, I saw, oh, Hazrat has come. So I just opened the door and asked him to please sit down in the guest room. So then I brought something to drink and other things. Until it was time of food, lunch. So I brought food and I made the Dastarkhan in front of Hazrat. And then I said, Hazrat, please take the food. Hazrat just looked toward the food and kept quiet. Then I again said, Hazrat, please start eating the food. Then Hazrat looked toward the food and then looked at my face and said, where from this haram has entered in your house? Where from this haram has entered in your house? He said, I was surprised. I said, Hazrat, let me go and ask my mother. So I came running inside the house and I said, Mom, Hazrat is not eating the food. And he said, where from this haram has entered in your house? And my mom, she was shocked. She said, oh, I made a mistake. I committed a blunder. This neighbor, in my neighbor there was a woman. She was very good to her. And she was insisting since last many months, whenever your Shaykh will come, please give me the chance to cook food. And because of neighborhood, I said, okay, yes. So this is the food not cooked in our house, it is cooked by our neighbors. So then the mother, she cooked food from the house, and then Hazrat Siddiqui Rahmatullah ate the food. Just by looking at the food, they could see, is it from halal or is it from halal? Hazrat Khaja Malik Siddiqui Rahmatullah, he used to lead the prayer. It was his habit. He used to lead the prayer. And there were lots of ulama. They were in his majlis all the time because he was Imamul Ulama wa Sulaha. Hundreds of ulama were back to him. So one day he led his prayer. So one alim asked a question. Hazrat, when Iqamat is being done, and you have to make takbir tahrima, you wait a little bit, maybe 10-20 seconds or half a minute, then you make takbir tahrima. Why you wait for this small, short time? Why don't you make takbir tahrima straight away? So then Hazrat looked towards his face and said, yes, you people are ulama. So you have your feeling of heart always at a very good state. You people are ulama, and you have the feeling of your heart always at a very good state. I stand on Musalla, and until I see the Baytullah in front of me, I don't make the takbir-e-ula. I stand on Musalla, and until I don't see Baytullah in front of me, I don't make takbir-e-ula. Allah, this was the wisdom. Allahu Akbar Kabira. In so many majalis I have quoted about Babu Abdullah Rahmatullah alayh, that I was lucky to have the chance to sit down in his majlis. He was Mustajab al-Da'wat, and he used to make dua that Allah give him the opportunity to see your beloved Prophet in dream, and the person to see Rasulullah in dream within 3 nights. No. After listening so many examples and ahadith and ayat, it is established that a noor which one can achieve by acting upon taqwa, by remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by practicing the sunnah of the Prophet, by keeping away his eyes from the love of dunya. So this is achievable. But my next question is, now we should see in our own heart, do we find this noor in our heart? And if the answer is no, then there is something alarming. There is something alarming. What is that? There's a verse of Quran, Man kana fi hadihi a'ma, fahuwa fil akhirati a'ma wa adallu sabila. That the person who will remain blind spiritually in this world, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make him stand blind on the day of judgment. When we recite this ayat, really, very fearful. Why? Because we are the people who were born in this world at a time we could not see the beautiful face of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nothing is only one possibility, that if Allah give us the chance to see his beloved Prophet on the day of judgment, but if we will have to stand blind on the day of judgment, it means we will be deprived from his ziyarat even on the day of judgment. Allahu Akbar Kabira. Allah. He rests in the heart. Oh Allah, if we could not see his beautiful face in this world, give us the tawfiq to see this beautiful face on the day of judgment. We want to see the face. Whom you said it is Wadduha. We want to see the hair whom you call Sihar Wallayl. So Allah, when the beloved Prophet used to look towards the sky, you said that I used to see the beautiful face of my beloved with the love. قَدْ نَرَى تَقَلُّبَ وَجْهِكَ فِي السَّمَاءِ. And if the person will be blind, it means he will not enter into the paradise. Because no one blind will be able to go into the paradise. And if he will not be entered into paradise, he will not get the chance to see the beautiful face of our Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now these are very important points. We should try to achieve this wisdom. We should try to achieve this noor. We achieve it or not, but to struggle for it is our duty. We are duty bound to struggle for it. We should make dua. We should sit down in the company of awliya, and we should ask them to make dua. And inshallah, if we will struggle in this world to get this noor, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never deprive us from this noor on the day of judgment. So, feel the importance of this noor. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq. So the ayat of the Quran which I recited, again I will recite the same. अवमन कान मैतन फअहयैनाहु वजअलना लहु नूर यमशी बिही फिन्नास. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with this noor in this world and on the day of judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the tawfiq to see the beautiful face of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Before making muraqabah, I will recite khutbah and say some of the sentences of tawbah. So those people who just want to make true tawbah, they can make the intention of tawbah. And those brothers who want to make prayer, they can make both intentions. Intention of tawbah as well as intention of making prayer. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa amma ba'd. Please recite these sentences after me. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Wal qadri khayrihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala wal ba'thi ba'da al-mawt. آمنت بالله كما هو بأسمائه وصفاته قبلت جميع أحكامه إقرار باللسان وتصديق بالقلب. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أستغفر الله ربي من كل ذنب وأتوب إليه برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.